Alright guys, so we are back for another Dokkan battle video, and we just recently got a data download over on JP Dokkan. So we have some brand new cards to kind of showcase, and thanks to my boy Josh, being able to showcase some of these cards at their best potential as well. So I figured I'd just hop into like a random, kind of boss rush stage, and we kind of see like how good this King Piccolo card, this Piccolo card could be. Because here's one thing, I do kind of want to see how often this Piccolo will transform into his giant Namekian state. In case you guys are not aware, we're going to be using the new, it's a Piccolo Jr. card that you get from the Dragon Ball Saga summons on JP. And he now will be able to get his Dokkan Awakening, thanks to the fact that, it's the 23rd World Tournament. Yep, there he is right there. It's the 23rd World Tournament, which is the World Tournament where he fought against Goku. So we'll be able to kind of see like how effective he'll be. So let's go ahead and take a look at this Piccolo. I actually did see what his super attack was last night, and it looks really, really cool. It, of course, is the explosive wave that he uses against Goku in the tournament. Okay, so about 8,000 damage type advantage. So 350,000 damage right there. Not a lot. Obviously, this Piccolo is not here for damage. He mainly is more of a defensive or support type unit than anything. That basically will be like the big thing that he'll be able to bring to the team. We might take a little bit damage here, having our Super Saiyan Broly at the end get hit by this Goku. Okay, he got the crit. Okay, nice. Because we could have taken some big time damage there. I'm going to try and get this Piccolo up, I think, with Janemba. They're not going to link particularly well, but, I did just want to kind of show how good our boy could be, like, just kind of, like, in any environment, right? Like, I'm not the biggest fan of this Piccolo unit, but I could see, like, if there was, like, a Dragon Ball Saga team far off in the future, we could see, like, him having a role on that team. Or if there was some sort of, like, Extreme Z Awakening event where the category it was weak against was, like, the World Tournament category or the Giant category, then, we could see kind of a big deal about him, right? Because like certain units you never thought would be incredibly useful actually were pretty good in certain situations in like Extreme Z Awakening, Dokkan Battlefield, and such. One of those examples would be Bio Broly. We never would have thought Bio Broly would be anything other than trash. Trash will be trash. But against Super Saiyan 3 Goku's Extreme Z Awakening, he actually was pretty good. He was actually fucking usable, believe it or not. Alright, so let's go ahead and have him get the explosive demon wave off again, and then we'll kind of keep him lined up with Janemba. I brought a bunch of key supports to kind of help King Piccolo get a super off, because obviously his link set is not particularly good. Let me go ahead, you know what? Lately, I've been trying to kind of get some gameplay in first, then I'll do like my usual unit breakdown. I always feel like I do, want to do like these unit breakdowns to kind of explain like why a unit is like good or bad. So like I do still want to do that, but obviously at a certain point, I guess I'll just put it a little further into the video. So this right here, this is Vengeance of the Great Demon, Piccolo Jr. with the giant form. So Vengeance of the Great Demon obviously being King Piccolo, and then this is Piccolo Jr. and he has his giant Namekian form as well. His leader skill is STR type Ki +2 and HP and attack 60%. So not a particularly good leader skill. Matter of fact, it's trash. His super attack is the super explosive wave, which does supreme damage to the enemy and greatly lowers defense. So that's pretty bad as well. Obviously, greatly lowers defense is worthless. I think this guy could have greatly lowered attack instead of defense, and that would have at least given him a little bit more viability. His passive skill, Demon's World, is all enemies attack and defense -20%, which is quite good. Obviously, that is something that will have a big effect on Super Battle Road. Maybe not really Extreme Z Battle now that I think about it, because a lot of times enemies do become immune to having their attack and defense lowered like that. And even in Dokkan Battlefield 2.0, I feel as though enemies usually do have that. So This guy will probably be good for Super Battle Road and normal events, and that's about it. He also does have a medium chance to stun the attacked enemy, which is pretty good. So if he's attacking first, the enemy could get stunned, which could be valuable. And he has a chance to turn into the giant Namekian as well, which again is just a great ape transformation, basically. His links are Big Bad Bosses, Demon, Strength in Unity, The Incredible Adventure, Guidance of the Dragon Balls, Transform, and Shattering Limit. So links are pretty bad, but I'm sure eventually we will get a Dragon Ball category leader, like a Dragon Ball Saga category leader. Like, it's interesting what they would choose to do, but I don't see them like doing categories for all of the individual sagas in Dragon Ball, because they haven't really supported it as such, right? Like, obviously, Kid Goku was tearing up shit in Dragon Ball to the extent that they really could have like they could have like 2 different Kid Goku Dokkan Fests. I feel like people wouldn't even really be that mad about it. And like, you know, you could have one from the Pilaf Saga, one from the 22nd World Tournament. You could have the Tien, the Yamcha, the Krillin. There's so many units they could really make in the game that would be good. There's no reason we couldn't have like a Kid Krillin who, you know, is like a great support unit or some shit like that, right? But they've chosen not to do that. So I do think eventually, though, all of Dragon Ball probably will be filtered into one category. And it could be a pretty interesting team depending on how things pan out. I could see it being like a King Piccolo type leader. That would be really cool. This Piccolo has a 12 kill multiplier of 140%. And he does have two categories, World Tournament and Giant. So he's an okay unit. Nothing like crazy good, or like let's have Broly actually go first. Nothing crazy good, but I do feel as though he's not trash, right? I don't know. I'm a fan of this Piccolo, but I just really wish they would allow certain abilities to be used in other situations, right? Like, so what I mean by that is, I really wish, like, I understand why they'll make it so that you can't stun an enemy and you can't, like, seal an enemy, right? But in something like Dokkan Battlefield, Super Battle Road, Extreme Z Battle, I think you really should be able to still lower enemy attack. Like, that's a viable strategy, and it's not, like, super crazy OP on the level that something like, whatchamacallit, like, sealing and stunning can be, right? Like, if you stun an enemy, like, that's 2 turns you're buying of no damage. If you seal the enemy with the right units, again, that's probably, you know, that turn and the next turn where you're not going to be taking damage at all. So, like, I do understand why some of those abilities are blocked in big-time Dokkan Boss Fest fights, but I do think a lot of the abilities really should be unlocked, and you should be able to use them okay, so like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, right? Here's a good example. He had no units who were effective against his boss fight, right? So like, I'm kind of okay with like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. We do kind of view that as like the ultimate fusion. So like, stunning, sealing, attack lowering, defense lowering, none of that can work against him. I'm actually okay with that. But then we look at something like Physical Omega. You know, he does have like a weakness, like the GT Link. Like, there is a weakness in there. I do think they should make it so that like he could, you know, some of those could work on him. Like, you know, some of the bosses, sure, like that would be completely immune to everything, right? Like, again, the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta boss, like, I felt like all of those like immunities did kind of make that fight more fun. But a lot of these fights, like, not every single fucking fight needs to be immune to stun, needs to be immune to seal, needs to be immune to all that shit. I do think it's kind of pointless and kind of like not really like that. Like it's not like these fights are getting dramatically harder because of it, right? Like, it's not like, oh no, like now we'll never be able to beat it. But at the same time, for like a lot of free-to-play players, or I don't know, I guess you could say like kind of free-to-play players, it does kind of lower the options that you have, because not everyone summons on every banner. I mean, even Akatsuki and Bandai, they'll say, like, you know, the point of the game is to get people to spend money, but even they know that people are not summoning on every fucking banner. Like they know that. Like a lot of people are not gonna be summoning on every single damn banner. So, like, that also leads into, like, issues with, like, the friend system, right? Like, I've heard people say the reason they don't adjust the friend system is because the way it is now, it persuades people to buy the most recent unit, so that you can find it, because that's all your friend list will be. But I almost would say it's the fucking opposite. People are not gonna summon for Turles because they know they'll never find a fucking Turles friend, so there's no point in summoning for him. So it's not a case of, oh man, I better buy a bunch of stones and buy this unit because it's all I'm gonna be able to find on my friends list. No, it's the other way around. It's, I'm not gonna get this unit because I'll never be able to fucking use them because no one runs that leader. That's one issue that they really, like, if they used their fucking heads, they'd realize, oh wait, we'd make even more money if you could just find the fucking leader that you're gonna use. Is that rocket science? No, they're dumb fucks. Honestly, like, that shit is like common fucking sense, bro. What? You mean people will spend more money if they actually can use the fucking card? No way! Alright, well, we'll let King Piccolo do some damage here. So, looks as though his chance to turn Giant Namekian is pretty low, like a lot of the other units in the game, a lot of the Great Apes and stuff. There seems to be a mechanic that Akatsuki is kind of nervous about. Wow, Janemba just bobbing and weaving right now, bro! Get out of here, Frieza. Like, I really think they need to make it so that the potential system buffs do affect those units as well. Like, again, Great Ape, or Great, Namekian Piccolo. Like, if he transforms and he had all those potential system buffs, it's like, okay, now we're really talking here. But guess what? When he transforms, he's gonna have absolutely nothing in terms of potential buffs, so he's not even really gonna do damage. That's why those transformations are so pointless. And this unit in general, this Piccolo unit, while he can be useful in certain situations, I would say he's not like a unit that you're gonna go crazy, like, oh no, I can't believe I've never pulled this guy from the Dragon Ball Saga banner, I'm never gonna be able to sleep at night. Like, he's okay, but he's nothing too, like, outrageous that you can't miss prospect unit. Like, it's okay if you don't get him, I promise. But alright, there's enough of Frieza. Get out of here, son. And we'll go ahead and finish this last stage off, and I guess we will end the video at this point. But I don't know, it is cool. I guess let me not complain now that they're finally, giving us like more Dragon Ball units, right? That's one thing I've been asking for a while, is Dragon Ball units. There should be a really good TN from the 22nd World Tournament. There should be a way better Piccolo than we got. Honestly, I'm very disappointed that we didn't get like another new Piccolo. All we have is this Piccolo from that tournament, and they also did not bring back the Piccolo Super Strike. Well, it never even became a Super Strike. It was a strike event way back in the day, the Piccolo Jr. one. I really wish they'd bring that back. Now was a perfect opportunity, but they decided not to. Oh well. Regardless, y'all, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. And again, shout outs to the homie Josh. As always, later.